What's up, everyone? This is Kenny here from Property Stories. So today I just want to go through this case, this unique case. I think by now the whole nation know this story already. The person actually won the land for auction in Cameron Highland at 60 million, which is 32 times the price of the reserve price. So I highlight here. Can you see this reserve price here? When you go to an auction, right, the bank will tell you the reserve price. Okay, what is the reserve price? Meaning you need to pay 10% to get in. You must have 10% of bank draft to get in. So 10% of this is 185,000. Okay, go in. Then when you go in, there's an incremental. I think the incremental was 100,000, and there were 6 bidders there, if I'm not mistaken. And it's sold. So everybody start bidding. You start with 185, 186, 187, 1.87, something like that. Auctioneer, until going once, going twice, and sold, just like you see in the movies. So this is the case that shocked the whole nation in the real estate space, okay? But let's go to why sometimes you see these kind of cases. People actually pay above the market price sometimes. This one, I don't know what's the market price, but I guarantee you 32 times is way above the market price, whatever the land size is, okay? So let's look at why this happens and why sometimes people actually do this, okay? The first thing was, I know a lot of you may be thinking there's something fishy going on, some money laundering kind of thing going on. I don't want to speculate. This is not the channel where I speculate, okay? I know most of you know the owner, but we are not going to discuss this today. I'm not interested in discussing this today. This one we leave to the authorities. But yes, if you think of money laundering in the first place, then you are right. Properties or real estate can be used as a money laundering tool. I'm sure you heard of this case where you want to apply for 50% loan. Example, the bank 50% loan, 500k property, you want to apply 50% loan. The bank will ask proof of down payment. Where you get your money? Yeah, the bank need to ask because this is money laundering. So this is, you know how it works, right? You know, it's like you have the money from illegal activities, okay? Gambling, prostitution, right? Criminal activities, sometimes it's criminal activities, drug deals, okay? So you got all cash, you cannot go through the financial system, right? So you go and buy a property, but you take loan, you take lower loan, so you can actually say that this money comes from my business. Then you put in your business, then you put in the money. I do business, so I got this money to pay the down payment. That's the outline of the situation, the gist of it, okay? I think you know it is under if it's high down payment. But how about overpriced? Why sometimes overpriced also can consider money laundering? Because when you buy something that's overpriced, the bank will only finance up to that level. Of course, you need to top up extra. That's why the bank only finance the level, and you top up extra, then you also can say the extra come from my business. Again, both ways money laundering. It goes to a high down payment or pay for a higher price, overpriced. That's why people buy higher price, okay, properties for money laundering. That's why it happens. Second, right, when it comes to auction, you have 120 days to settle the balance, meaning whatever price you bid on, you win. Remember, just now, you only put in 185,000. You need to settle the balance, do not mean million, within 120 days. If you don't settle within 120 days, they usually can extend maybe another 1 month. It's up to discretion of the bank. You can extend this 1 month. But if you cannot, if they don't agree to extend, you burn the deposit, 185,000 burn. The bank will just take it, okay? So that is auction. Sometimes people, they don't want to sell a property. They don't want. Say, for example, I've been staying in this bungalow, okay? I love the house. And now I'm in a bad shape financially. So the bank put in auction. I can go and sabotage the auction. I tell my friends or family or anybody, relative or what, Can you represent me and go and bid? Of course, the down payment I put lah. Example, my bungalow is 1 million. Reserve price 1 million. Same case here. Then the market value people know is about 2 million. I tell a firm, you put whatever price there is to win. You fight 1 million, maybe they'll win at 5 million, so it's okay. But I put 100,000 down payment there. I put 100,000 down payment purposely because I want to default. I want to drag my time. That's it. Okay? So it does happen. And in auction also sometimes, right, you see that if there's many bidders, right, for that one property, usually auction takes place in person, especially if you talk about the high court auction, it takes place in person. The one online one is non-high court. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Those who go to auction, and especially auction agents, please correct me if I'm wrong. So if you go to in-person auction, sometimes it's also a syndicate to bring up the price. Because remember, the agent here, they earn based on the selling price. So the higher the selling price, the better the commission is. Let's just say 500,000 and we know the market price is 600,000. Then they know this property is actually very hot selling and it's undervalued. So people will want to bid. So on that day, instead of 5 bidders who really genuinely want to buy the property, this auction agent will bring another 10 people just to make the auction place full and bank on these 5 people, right? The emotion get overwhelmed. They really want the emotion because when you are in the auction room, right, things are happening in real time. Emotion takes over, you don't really think. So they will keep on bidding until it's overpriced. So sometimes, let's just say it ends at 800,000. Then they let go. These 5 people that really want to stay, they will win at 800,000. And then behind is the agent is the one that will deal. So there is emotion can really run high. That's why sometimes people overbid. That's why online auction, right, other than transparency, it also removes this part. And one more thing is that you appoint an agent. You set a budget, you appoint an agent. If you don't want this to happen, right, you can set a budget, appoint an agent. The agent will bid on your behalf. But if the agent actually encounters this, the agent also must be, can talk to the syndicate. Sometimes they will ask you, hey, you withdraw your bid . You withdraw your bid, I give you $500. Okay? All of them. Sometimes the syndicate will come. These same 5 people, the 6th person, the agent will come, offer all of you. Hey, can you, this one, I want the property . You all, if you drop the bid, today I give you 1,000. 1,000 each of you. You sit down there, half a day, 1,000. That's it. Or 500. Okay? That's how some people, their job, right, is just go to auction, become rich. But right now, these kind of things, I believe is lesser because I've not been to an auction before. I would love to just sit down and watch. Okay? But I can see that the emotions actually run high when you, especially bidding for stuff, it's really emotionally run high. Especially the auctioneer, they are experienced auctioneer, they know how to rile up the crowd, make it emotion run high. So that is some of the reasons sometimes people pay for overpriced property. And let's just say today, right, you really want the property. If back to my bungalow story, if I really want the property, can I actually appoint someone outside? I'm a bankrupt, okay? I'm a bankrupt already. I want a property. Or I'm just be waiting for the property to sell, then I cannot pay the difference, I'll be bankrupt myself. But I still want the property. I want to own and keep it within my family. So can I get maybe my siblings or my friends or what just to come in and bid on my behalf so that you win and keep it in the family? I can do that as well. Money come from where? That one another story But I just want to share with you that these kind of things do happen. So it's not weird to see people speculate, especially when it comes to this black money, money laundering part. So because it does happen, okay? But like I said, today I just want to share with you why sometimes people actually is willing to pay overpriced for property. Every time we are taught to look for below market value, right? Below market value deal, then can mark up. this one is overpriced. Also got reason, especially when it comes to auction. Okay, so that's it for me for today. This is Kenny here from Property Stories, and I'll see you again next video.